My name is Elliot, I'm a business owner, I own the consultancy Business Think. And each week I'm going to pull the name of someone I've met out of this box who has taught me a life lesson, not family and friends. And today's name is, normally it's normal people like you and me, but today it is Lord Heseltine, former Deputy Prime Minister of the UK. And it says the lesson was, all doors can be opened. That's because when I was 31, they were shutting down, or 41 actually, they were shutting down a business consultancy network in the government. I was working for it. They were absolutely trashing it in the press, very unfairly, I thought, and I was working for them. So I was like, this isn't going to be good. I'm going to have to get a new job, and all the politicians are trashing this organisation, my employer. How am I going to get another job with any credibility or as a consultant? So I decided, kind of rashly, I'll write a book. I've never written a book before, so I wrote this book, The History of Business Support in the UK, called it Intervention, the Battle for Better Business. And it was all about the political shenanigans, good word, shenanigans that went on and how we got to this point where they're trashing their own policy and product. And this organisation was started in 1995 by Lord Heseltine. So one evening I thought, there's a few gaps here, I'll write to him. So I just wrote a letter. I said, Dear Mr Heseltine, or Lord Heseltine, I'm writing this book about something you obviously believed in years ago. Would you like to make a comment about it? I'll include it in the book. Off I sent it to the Houses of Parliament. Thought nothing of it. Told my wife, told the postman actually when I went down, he goes, you're doing what? I thought, I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway. That's the lesson here. Do it anyway. And the power of email or a letter is you put it in the post box, it's gone, So I put it in the post box, thought nothing of it. 2 days later, get a call from his secretary, come and meet him. He wants to talk to you. He's going to give you an hour of his time, one-to-one. I thought, all right then. So off I go to London, to his offices in Hammersmith. And I walk in and I'm a bit early. So I went to the library and sat in the library doing a bit of research. Lord Heseltine. It said, worth £400 million. And I remember thinking at the time, I've got £400 in my bank. So he had 400 million, I had 400, and that was the level that we were meeting at. And so I went to the meeting, you go up to the top of the floor, it's very private, he's got the whole floor. Went to the interview, asked my questions, everything was fine, right? Really kind of formal, really interesting, used it in the book, recorded it, it's on YouTube, some of this video. And but I remember thinking, just before I went in, he's got £400 million and this, and I got £400 and my bus ticket. But it was still a meeting where he's still a human and I'm still a human, and that was it. So I found that incredibly empowering, and still do, because it said to me, if I ask, something happens. And if it doesn't ask, I'll ask again. And even at the very top, someone who's worth 1,000 times more than you, maybe more if I do my maths right, if I ask, things can happen. And all doors can be opened. And that's what I learned from that. Not what he said, not what he told me, but that he would meet me